When I was at school, I got psoriasis for the first time. Only I didn't know what it was. Um, it was just little lumps in my hair that just sort of fell out, and I just thought I had really bad dandruff, and that was when I was about 14. And then went away and never came back. Well, went away and didn't come back for a while. And then I went to college, and people weren't so nice at college, and it wasn't really the best time I've ever had. And so I got stressed, and I started smoking, and I started smoking pot, and I started drinking an awful lot, and maybe it's because I was already susceptible to it, but I just sort of broke out. Only on my elbows and my knees and my scalp to start off with. And it got quite severe as well. It covered a lot of my legs up and a lot of my arms. My armpits were later afflicted. My toenails and my fingernails do get quite bad sometimes. My toenails especially get really bad. They're not so bad at the minute. Actually, I've been soaking them in salt water, which seems to help. My grandma was very much a fan of salt water and olive oil, not together, but as cures for everything. If your arm falls off, put some olive oil on it or something. So yeah, soaking my feet in salt water helps my toenails. That's a little hint and tip. Keeping them trimmed and short really helps as well. But it gets very difficult to trim them when they get really bad. They just grow and grow and grow forever. I tried a lot of different things. I went to hospital, and I was in there for 10 days, and they shifted it quite a lot, but it came back, as it always does. I did get addicted to antihistamines at one point. I was taking them a lot, every day, to stop the itching, and it did. But when I ran out one day, and I scratched my scalp until it was, bleeding, I had to get more antihistamines, and I wanted to get off them, but I couldn't because I was too obsessed, and I didn't like it when it itched. With being at the hospital, cleared it to the point where it didn't itch that much anymore, and so I've lived without the antihistamines ever since. I got acupuncture, tried that once. Really should have thought about that one first. It was probably the worst decision I've ever made in my life, and I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. But walking through town, and there was a Chinese medicine shop with a sign outside saying it helps with psoriasis. So I immediately, got interested in the idea of it and thought, why not give it a go? 7 sessions of acupuncture. That was interesting. But it did in fact make things worse, considerably worse as well. I never had psoriasis on my chest until the acupuncture, when they stuck needles in my chest, and now I have psoriasis all over my chest. It's actually the most severe place I have it on my entire body. So thank you to the Chinese acupuncturist for that. Antifungal cream actually helped quite a lot with the psoriasis under my boobs, because it does get a little bit delicate under there. You shouldn't really be using any strong creams, so antifungal creams work really well. I don't really know why I'm making a video diary for everyone. I don't know if anyone's even going to care enough to watch it all, but I don't really talk about psoriasis ever with anyone. So I thought I'd try. My parents don't really talk about it. I don't really know anyone else that has it except for me. My boss at work has it, but she doesn't like me that much, so I can't really bond about it. My partner knows about it, but he doesn't really understand it. He doesn't care, to be honest. And I don't mean that in a horrible way or in a bad way or anything. He doesn't really see it, which is nice. but he doesn't really understand what it's like to have it, and it's more difficult when you don't know anyone. So, but like I said, at 25, I've been dealing with it for 10 years, so I've reached a point where I know it's not going away. So what can you do? Just live with it. What's the point in putting yourself through ridiculously harsh treatments and creams that make you smell like coconut oil compound, which is disgusting, and badness. You're wasting all of your time trying all the latest fads, UV treatment, and injections or tablets or coal tar or whatever. When inevitably it's always going to come back. So my motto from the last couple of years has been to focus more on the fact that I'm alive, and just accept the fact that psoriasis is a part of who I am. And, it doesn't affect my day-to-day life, really. I mean, itches, but that's not a main, massive concern of mine. So I get on with it, and I don't treat it, and I haven't treated it in about 5 years, which some people think is mental, but like I said, I'm not up for treating it. If they find a cure, I'm all up for that. I'm well up for it. Let's get rid of it. But I don't want to put myself through that kind of hassle again, just for it to come back. Because when you're clear skinned and it's wonderful and it's amazing, and then it comes back, and it's heartbreaking. It's like getting it for the first time all over again, and I'd rather avoid that. So I'm not going to treat my psoriasis again. Never again. Natural treatment, salt water and olive oil. So that's it for today, I guess. I've talked a lot, and I've probably talked enough. So I'm going to go. Feel free to ask any questions or whatever. If anyone has any questions, ask away. I do get some people wanting to know about my lack of treatment. So I will speak to you all again tomorrow. Thank you and goodbye.